it was allowed. We'll address your law. Because we are in the same category of people who were party to proceedings there but were not made parties here. The lordships have allowed us entry. Yes. How many matters are there? There are two matters.
जा वहाँ खेलना पड़ा.
Yes, you are getting brief back. Lordship, it so happened, Lordship, post the Right to Education Act of 2010, the Center in its wisdom decided that the recruitment of the teachers to the primary institutions is not in conformity with what is required otherwise to be imparted to the the young students or children. So the Right to Education Act, under that, the NCT was empowered to frame regulations governing the issue of rest of the issues apart from the recruitment. NCT, that National Council for Teachers Education, that's a council. So in its wisdom, it framed the regulations. Lordship may have the regulations first. That would speak. This, the Lordship may first have the page 1. So the Lordship is asking about brief facts. Let me explain to the Lordship before I take the Lordship to the SLP. So now the regulations were framed. In this cause, because this provided the teachers who are imparting the education in the existing teachers, since there were quite a few of roughly 70-80% of them were not having the qualification which otherwise was required now as per the new act and the regulation framed thereunder by the NCT. So the NCT in its wisdom decided that these teachers already in service, they would have become disqualified to hold on to the post. So NCT decided that those already in service, they shall be given a program. It was called a program of 18 months training through distance learning. They were not supposed to attend the classes. It was a distance learning so as to enable them to continue in service. It was one-time arrangement, just one-time arrangement, and a deadline was fixed. You have to seek this qualification by a particular deadline, that is sometime in 2019. Thereafter, you will be thrown out from the institution if you do not get this program done. 18 months. It was in any case distance learning and 6 months less than the requisite qualification otherwise prescribed for the teachers to be appointed in the primary institutions. Nothing wrong with that. Thereafter, the NCT made it clear in 2019 itself, look here, these teachers already in service would continue if they do it, this program, not a diploma or degree, program 18 months distance learning. Otherwise, for the fresh recruitment, the qualification would be as laid down in the notification issued in 2010 and 11 and 12. Thereafter, the state of Uttarakhand, like all other states, they put forth the advertisements in 2019. Recruitment started. 70% of the recruitment prior to coming up to the High Court and this court was already more than 70%. That's before the court, the secretary's affidavit. Against the advertisement which was put in 2019. So more than 70% have since been appointed. Now what happens? Somebody puts a challenge to the same Patna High Court, asking him to be treated as being qualified on the basis of that 1-year program, which otherwise is available to the candidates who are having only in service. Already in service. Now they want to be recruited through this channel as well. Patna High Court in this wisdom decided to say yes, treat them as qualified. Rather than putting a challenge to it against its own policy and everything, the NCT issued an order without there being a notification. Yes, in this wisdom, we are deciding to asking you adopted this order and they be treated to be qualified. So we put a challenge to the subsequent order, Law Lordship page 1 of my assent. Page 1. And how the High Court dealt with it. Lordship's having that page 1. Lordship, but the relief was short. issue a writ or direction in the nature of the subject calling for the records and posing the annexure 1 communication dated such and such, issued by the third respondent national council with the subsequent order issued by the secretary Uttarakhand. This was put a challenge to the SEC's order whereby it decided to adopt the Patna High Court judgment. Now what does the High Court say? Lordship, may please to turn to page 2. Second last para. We have already rendered a judgment in the bunch of writ petition, including those dated such and such. Not dealing with this order, High Court is deciding another matter referred by my friend Mr. Hussein's lines. That petition came to be decided, and my case was decided in terms of the decision made in such and such. Now, Lordship may add page 168 first. 168.
So this is the only order that is under challenge. The main order.
No. The High Court has decided page 3 onwards.
Whether this 350 is under challenge?
Yes, the state has challenged. It was a connected matter.
That's better.
Yes. It's my Lordship may have now. High Court has decided holding them to be qualified. Holding it to be a qualification, not a program. Qualification.
In effect, the High Court has directed an 18 months program to be
A qualification.
Qualification.
So the state is also agreed by that.
Yes.
Program means it is diploma.
Our service rule,
It is diploma.
but our service rule provide for 2 years.
2 years diploma. 2 years diploma.
Correct. Now, what the NCT by way of this letter says, they are adopting the Patna High Court judgment. By virtue of that letter, they even override their own notification, our service rules, as well as the notification of the NCT of 2012. But by way of a simple letter saying that let us now start adopting these, can't substitute that with the notification.
Without amendment to the rules. Now, Lordship may page 164 first. Their own stand.
Earlier the state has accepted it and then they have proceeded to rescind it. That was subject matter of challenge.
Lordship may 164.
If the state has committed an error, it is all entitled to correct it.
Yes.
Now let us see where is the qualification provided for teachers.
164 Lordship. 164. Annexure P14. That's most important. That is dated as recent as 2006 of September 2019. Post enabling all these teachers of 2000 communication to complete a program and to continue in service. Lordship is having that.
Initially they were allowed to participate.
No. They have never been allowed. And they never put a challenge to the advertisement either. That's the best part of the whole controversy. No challenge whatsoever was put to the advertisement.
By 15/121 order, they were allowed to participate.
Yes.
Why do you say they were never allowed?
No, yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, now by the High Court, which is the challenge?
Not by the High Court, by the government.
No, that order was subsequently withdrawn.
Yes, withdrawn, but initially
Yeah.
they were allowed to participate.
But
And you state where so no, they were never
to
participate.
that extent, I'm sorry. Lordship. I don't
You should be careful in the statement.
Lordship, I have 164. This is a communication by the NCT.
Yes.
Those are Additional Chief Secretary, Education Department, Government of Bihar. This was probably during that period when the writ was pending. Subject clarification regarding appointment of primary teachers, possessing d.el.ed qualification from Nios. I am directed to report such and such. The following parts, Lordship may skip that part. The following points are inferred from the above notification. Number 1 is, as per the NCT notification dated 23rd of August 2010 and 29th of July 2011, one of the minimum qualifications for the appointment of teachers of class 1 to 5th, 6 to 8 is 2-year diploma in elementary education, emphasis added. 2. As per the NRC NCT order dated such and such, d.el.ed program is only, Lordship, this is the one, those who are before the court as respondent to those petitions allowed. As per the NCs dated such as, the Nios only for those untrained teachers in government-aided, private, unaided schools appointed on or before such and such. This is a special class to continue in service. Otherwise,
We are aware.
yes. The duration of this program is 18 months. Now, Lordship, the second part is very important. Hence, for the press appointment, of teachers for primary and upper primary level. The notification dated 23rd 2010 and 29/7/2011 need to be strictly adhered to d.ed is a mandatory requirement. Now let's have those notifications. Proxima page 96-97. This is the first notification of 2010. The NCT. Proxims are having that. In exercise of the powers conferred by the subsection 1 of the section 23 of the Right of Children to Free and Compulsory Education Act 2009 and in pursuance of the notification dated such and such issued by the Department of Literacy Ministry of Human Resources Department. Senior secondary or education with 50% marks and 2-year diploma in elementary education or senior secondary such and such or senior secondary with at least such and such marks now or senior secondary pass in the teacher's eligibility test to be conducted. Now thereafter class 6 to 8, let us skip it lots of. Now thereafter for 98, a training program, a person with a BA, BSc with 50% marks and B.ed qualification shall be eligible for the appointment from class 1 to 5th. January provided undergoes after appointment NCT recognized 6 months. So for the B.ed, they said you have to undergo a 6 months special program for the training. The 2 years diploma in elementary education is a must. That's all the qualification is all about. Now Lord Singh may have page 133. 133, 134. And that High Court conveniently ignored this. Is a notification. Lord Singh having this lecture P6. 133. This is to start as such. The exercise of the powers conferred under clause such and such, that with such and such, in suppression of the national concept for teacher education, regulation 11, except as respect things done or accurate. So this is a title. These are the regulations framed now. Now, Lord Singh, please to come to para 4. This is very important. That is important, but the High Court conveniently ignored this. This is the gist of the High Court's order, power to relax. That is what the High Court holds, because the power to relax was there. Here's the relaxed date. Power to relax. Where the council is satisfied, Lord Singh are having that para 4, on receipt of reference from the concerned state government that special circumstances exist, warranting relaxation of some of the provisions of regulations. It may grant relaxation of that provision to such extent for such time, period, and subject to such conditions and limitations as it may consider necessary in a just and equitable manner. Now, Lord Singh has a provision. Provided no relaxation shall be granted under these regulations with regard to the minimum qualifications for appointment of teachers for level 3, class 1 to 5, the subject matter of the controversy before the court. No relaxation is permissible for 1 to 5. Relaxation is only permitted from 6 to 8. Now, Lord Singh may have this. As specified in the first schedule, Lord Singh may please turn to next 135. What is the first schedule? Lord Singh may come to para 3. Para 2 say. Senior secondary class such and such, mark teachers from the application and diploma in nursery teacher education, pre-education, early child program, duration lost not less than 2 years or B.ed nursery from National Council of Teacher Education recognized institutions. Next para is very important. Who is there? Primary and upper primary for class 1 to 5th, where the no relaxation permissible. What is the qualification? Minimum qualification as laid down by the National Council for Teacher Education. Why is notification dated?
Classes?
That's it.
You are at?
Para 3, class 3.
For classes 1 to
1
8.
to 5. 1 to 8.
1 to 8.
Yes. Minimum qualification laid down by National Council for Teachers Education such and such, as amended from time to time, issued an exercise of powers conferred such and such, which are allowed to the court. So this is a 2 years program. Now, Let Lordship may now come to the impugned judgment.
Where is the advertisement?
Advertisement, Lordship. I'm sorry. Yes, Lordship may have the advertisement. 174. This has never been put a challenge to. This still survives. The High Court did not say a word about the advertisement, which is that of 2019. 29, 12. Yes.
29?
29 December 2020.
For the districts, there are different dates. Okay. There are different dates for the different, because this recruitment to the class 1 to 5 is done by the district level. At district level, so different advertisements are could be different. Notification in compliance of the lordships are having that 174, 172. That's lecture 17.
172.
Yes, Lordship.